What's up, guys? I'm here on my lunch break from work. Um, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's getting ready to storm here in Kentucky. Um, really, all I'm doing right now, since I am on lunch from work, uh, I'm literally just kind of tossing the valve covers back on. Um, that way, no water or anything can possibly get into the cylinder heads. And seize up and reverse any work that we've already done. So, just a quick little update and let you guys see how the valve covers kind of look. Sorry for the poor lighting. I do still have to get valve cover gaskets. That's why they're not bolted down. They're just sat on there. What's up, guys? It's Dakota back here on the 83 Blazer build, a revival, more or less. Last time we got the motor turned over, valve covers just kind of plopped on. I did, however, and this is off camera, just a couple nights ago, find out that the mechanical fuel pump works. So yeah, that hose right there, or steel fuel line that I'm playing with, yeah, it completely littered this entire side of the engine bay and engine. So if you're asking why my valve covers now look like dirt, that's why. So also, while just kind of cleaning, I got the new to this, blinkers on, or side markers. They're actually my old ones from Big Bertha there. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I got a new rocker in there. As I forgot the keys. Give me just a minute, let me grab the key. Sorry guys, got the keys. And yes, door locks do work. Don't worry about that hole there. I've got replacement stuff for it. Here's the new floor pan. It is not 100% in yet. As you can tell, I've got the inner rocker on its way. Minus the big hole. New one is in. I still have to patch this a little bit there. And then fix all of that. Luckily, it's just up to there. So, a couple license plates or pieces of sheet metal won't hurt it. And this is a Silverado edition. I've got 06, I believe 06, Silverado seats, or from a Denali. Kind of looks like a Silverado seat, honestly. OE matching console, both the bumpers, stereo, random bits. All of the seat belts actually do work. I do have front and rear. As you can see, that one there is still attached. Interior lights do not work right now. I'm pretty sure it's just blown bulbs. I actually do have the horn relay on its way. None of the gauges except for the fuel works. So, as you can tell, Speedo is just kind of gutted. Maybe the voltage works, I'm not really for sure. But in this tan color you are seeing right here, that is the OE, or original paint to it. Original door cards. As you can tell, this one here is kind of rough. We will fix that one along the way. Door cards are kind of expensive at the time of this filming. They're about $1.80 for the set. It is a solid camper, solid side windows. It is a manual crank rear. Not really sure if the key actually locks it or not. That one we will have to check. I did on lunch a couple days ago fix this one. It was flat, so I kind of temporarily, to get it up, put some Fix-A-Flat in it. Mind you, I don't recommend Fix-A-Flat for road use. It can help you in a pinch, but I don't recommend it, just because I work with tires all day long and it sucks to clean up. And these tires are just temporary, just to get it up and running. So today's episode will be focusing on getting it running. If we can get fuel, spark, and air, we should be able to get it running, or at least turnkey, kind of plop, plop, plop. Not really sure if the alternator works or not, but let's see what we have to do. First thing, new NGK spark plugs. Those will be going in. A inline fuel pump, electric fuel pump. This is for my fuel delivery system, because I'm not going to use the mechanical one and risk clogging up the carburetor. So I'm just going to run an external tank for now. That's just something I kind of picked up. This is an OBD1 code reader for GM. It's $29, so might as well get that. Got the MSD cap and rotor for an HEI, along with a new ignition coil. Got a new V-belt for it, which I have another one kind of sitting. New upper and lower radiator hoses, new valve cover gaskets, brand new header gaskets, and 10 feet of fuel line. So let's see if we can make something happen with this. What's up, guys? Sorry about the delay there. Had some issues. My camera person's back, obviously. So, rookie mistake number one. And I seen this technique of installing headers. Figured I'd give it a try. It's a David Freiberger method, from installing it from above, sinking 2 bolts slightly into the block, and taking the exhaust gasket or the header gasket and putting it on upside down from the top. As I was doing that, I didn't have everything ready, dropped the header, and broke a spark plug. Yeah. So that was fun. Luckily I had the old spark plugs. Luckily. So this side is almost snipped all the way on. only a couple more bolts, and these are a 10. So, a couple more bolts to run down, and this side will be finished. Now, mind you, after a couple heat cycles, once we get it up and running, I will go back and torque these again, just to make sure nothing's coming loose. Usually I go until they're nice and snug, and then like an eighth of a turn. Alright, now we move on to valve cover gaskets for this side, and this side will be complete. So we'll snip this valve cover off, making sure we don't get any debris into the top end of the motor here. Valve cover is off. We will set it there. I'm just gonna clean up this surface area real fast. Little gasket scraper. Basically it's steel with a carbon tip on it. Worth the money. You can get them at AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advanced. I got mine at AutoZone. Definitely a tool to carry. Bike sounds good. Okay, can you hand me the valve cover gaskets, please? Valve cover. Those are header.
These?
Yes, there you go. For anyone who wants to know, they're Velcro, excuse me, gaskets. I got them at AutoZone. Part number is VS12869T. These fit the 305s. They are rubber and have stainless steel grommets in them, so these are reusable. Come with shims, which is really nice. And these ones are nice and stiff. Always, before you install them, make sure they fit properly. Learned my lesson the hard way with that one on my S10 and my Lancer. It was actually the Lancer first. See if we can do this without the gasket going anywhere. This heater hose will let us. Come on. Just kind of snip down. Come on. Come on. Hey, we did it. Woohoo. Yes, I already had some of these from previous. You can reuse them or use what's supplied here.
What are you looking
for? And if you're anything like me, you'll always lose something, no matter what you do. don't have to continue using the same bolts or anything for this, so don't worry. Yes, mine do look a little bit ratty. Not too worried about it, because I do have a plan for these valve covers. That'll be coming up on a future episode, but I'm going to do kind of something a little bit special for my stepdad. He is a volunteer firefighter and an EMT, so I figure if anything, he at least deserves something special. So you guys stay tuned for that. Carton almost killed you again. Now with these ones, go till they're snug, and then move on to, say, start here, move to this one, come up, and then back. See, snug there. Pause it. Alright guys, sorry about that. We were getting food ordered. Anyways, as I was saying, if you're starting closest to the front of the engine on cylinder 2 for a Chevy V8, get this one till it's snug, come back to the one closest to cylinder 8 on the bottom, get it to snug, straight up from that one, get it to snug, come back to cylinder 2, snug. Do that until they're all fairly snug. Once you do that, you're good. When we start the motor, we'll be making sure to check for leaks or anything like that. If you do have a leak, stop where you're at, figure out why you're leaking, or if you've got old gasket left over or anything like that, go ahead and correct it before you get too deep into it. Alright, well, the passenger side of the right hand bank is complete now, minus spark plug wires, but this side is completely sealed. So I'll go ahead and snip on the driver's side or left bank, and we'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, as you can tell, it's dark out now. This side was being a pain in the butt, but a valve cover gasket is on, new header gasket, all new spark plugs are on. So top end is completely sealed up now. Now on to distributor cap, rotor button, and coil. Be right back once we get that done.